They sold you tomorrow so that you would ignore today. You're not dating the relationship. You're dating the blueprints they handed you, the future plans, the big promises, the one-day version of them. And now you're emotionally committed to a house that doesn't exist yet. That's why you keep staying confused. Because the person in front of you is not matching the life they described. So instead of judging what's happening right now, you keep holding out for what they said was coming. That's how people get future faked. Future faking is when somebody uses tomorrow to get access today. They speak in vision. They speak in possibility. I see so much for us. Just give it time. And if you are someone who loves deeply, believes deeply, invests sincerely, that kind of language gets in. Because now you're not just relating to who they are. You're relating to who they said they were becoming. And that is where the trap begins. Because once you get attached to the future, the present starts getting graded on a curve. Okay, here's how the pattern works. Promise, image, attachment, contradiction, and then of course, the delay. That is the loop. They give you a vision, your mind fills in the rest. Now you start bonding to what actually could become. Then reality starts contradicting the promise. They are inconsistent, unavailable, self-centered, dishonest, half in. But instead of treating that kind of contradiction as information, you treat it like a temporary phrase. Because the future they described is still sitting in your mind, like unfinished construction. Now let's make it real. In friendships, this could look like the friend that's always talking big. We're gonna do this together. I got you, always. We're gonna build something major. I'm gonna show up for you the same way you show up for me. But in the present, do they call back? Do they come through? Do they support you consistently? They just keep selling the friendship in future tense. So you stay loyal to the promise while living in the pattern. Same thing in relationships. They talk about trips, healing, moving in, marriage, partnership, peace, all the good stuff. They say things that sound like a shared life. And now you're emotionally living inside the future version of the relationship. Meanwhile, in the present, you're dating inconsistency, mixed signals, broken promises, lack of follow-through, moments of warmth with no real structure under them. And because the future sounded so good, you keep giving the present more time than it deserves. But that is the trick. The future becomes a shield that protects the present from being judged honestly. Now, I'm gonna give this to you in as much love as possible. A lot of people say I stayed because I believed in them. No. A lot of you stayed because the fantasy gave you somewhere to live. They promised so much in the future. You built the whole emotional house there. A kitchen called one day, a bedroom called when they're ready, a front porch called potential, and a closet full of excuses. And every time the present showed you the truth, you went back inside that future house and called it hope. But hope is not supposed to make you ignore the evidence. Hope is not supposed to make you tolerate patterns you would normally warn other people about. And that is where the self-betrayal happens. Because now, you're not dating the person in front of you. You're dating the press release, the projection, their promise, their possible self. Meanwhile, the real relationship is happening in the present. And the present is where the truth lives, not in what they said, in what they sustained. So here's the shift. It's pretty simple. Move back to the present. Ask one sober question. Who am I dating today? Not who they said they will be. Not who they were for 2 weeks. Not who they become in emotional speeches. Who are they in pattern? Judge the connection by what it produces now, not later, not eventually, now. Because healthy relationships don't need the future to make present relationships make sense. And if the only way relationships work is in tomorrow's language, then tomorrow is doing too much labor. Comment present if you have ever realized you were being loyal to the promise more to the pattern. And comment below if you want part 2, where I'll give you 3 signs you are not in love with the person. You're attached to the potential.